Welcome back to the Final Fantasy VII Remake Pro Guide to a Perfect Save File. In today's episode, we're going to be tackling part 1 of Chapter 8, but first I'd like to review the events of Chapter 7, where we left Cloud, Tifa, and Barret at Mako Reactor 5. Chapter 7, a trap is sprung. Despite unforeseen obstacles forcing many changes to the plan, the three have made it inside Mako Reactor 5. Determined to make the second bombing operation a success, the group heads for the reactor's core. Reach Mako storage. Security is light as the group reaches Mako storage. They plant the remote-controlled bomb on the reactor core and head for the exit. Down the pipe. The team slides down the pipe and finds themselves inside the armory. Escape from the reactor. Heidegger has sprung his trap and the team's escape route has been cut off. Now they need to find a way to avoid being publicly executed. Sentenced to death. Despite Cloud and the others' best efforts to stop it, the still incomplete airbuster is deployed. The three decide to face their problem head-on and make for the front gate. Monitor data. It looks like the airbuster parts are still in transit. Divert the various components and weaken the machine. Status of the airbuster. The party checks on the airbuster's status and works out a plan for the coming battle. Storm the gates. Cloud is separated from the other two during the airbuster fight. Caught up in the reactor's collapse, Cloud falls to the undercity. Disable the emergency lock. The lock is disabled and the door leading to the front gate is open. And then we have the Discovery Quest, Waste Recovery. They disable Delta level security and recover the diverted items. So at the end of Chapter 7, in a giant explosion, we witnessed Cloud fall from the catwalks of Mako Reactor 5 to an undisclosed location in the slums below. Meanwhile, it appeared as if Barret and Tifa had escaped to safety. Now we'll have to explore the Sector 5 slums to ascertain the fate of Cloud, and you can see it in relation to the rest of Midgar. Our Chapter 8 journey begins inside a small church where we're going to run into a familiar face before exploring the Sector 5 slums at large, including the Badlands and some of the residential areas. This will definitely be the most open-world-esque map segment that we'll have to explore thus far in the game, full of shops and treasure and side quests. Sector 5 Slums, the vast shantytown beneath the Sector 5 plate. Its streets are a confusion of jerry-built homes made of waste material and refuse. An orphanage has been erected here, which many of the slums' children call home. In the outskirts of the area, one can find a dilapidated church sitting quietly amongst the rubble. Aerith Gainsborough, a flower peddler living in the Sector 5 slums, Aerith has been under Shinra surveillance all her life because of her unique background. Capable of sensing the planet's life force, she offers magical support to her comrades. And now let's take a look at the Chapter 8 Part 1 collectibles. We've got 7 of 14 chests available in this episode, including the most notable item, the Colliginous Bracelet. Spoiler alert, Aerith joins the team and comes with some really great equipment, including the Mithril Armlet and the Prayer and Refocus Materials. Plus we get the Kate Sith music disc. Here we go with Chapter 8, Budding Bodyguard. This is a direct continuation from Cloud's fall.
Hey, buddy. You okay? Yeah. Made it through with just a couple of scraped knees back then. Back then? What do you say? We doing this? Have we? Never mind about that. Right now, you need to focus on yourself. Move something. Anything. Why not? Good. Easy does it. Slow. And steady. Yeah. Hey, who are you? Who are you?
I am your everything.
Hello in there.
Oh, Cloud. There's still so much to be done.
Maybe you're not okay. Ah, he lives. Finally awake, are we?
You're...
Aerith. It's Aerith. And you are?
Cloud.
Nice to meet you again.
Again, huh?
What? You don't remember? What about the flowers?
Oh, the flower girl. And this is...
An old church in the Sector 5 slums. You came crashing through the roof without so much as a look out below. Fell right into my flower bed. Lucky for you. Like, really.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
Don't worry about it. They're a lot tougher than they look. This place, it has a kind of power. Before I forget, you dropped this when you landed.
Thanks.
I've got one too.
You and everybody and their mother.
Not like mine, no. It's special. Mine's not good for anything at all.
Bet you just don't know how to use it.
Could be. Though, I really don't mind. Just having it is enough. It was a gift from my mother. Pretty crazy, huh? Us meeting again like this. You should stay a while.
So Cloud's pretty lucky to be alive after that crazy fall, and now he has to find his way back to Tifa and Barret. Maybe Aerith can help us get back to Sector 7. First, we gotta take care of a few things in the menu. I want to take a look at the new titanium bangle, a titanium bangle supplied to all Shinra units. We got that for winning the Airbuster fight. Speaking of the Airbuster, we can now take a look at it in our enemy intel. A large mobile weapons platform currently being developed by the Advanced Weaponry Division. Although still in the prototype phase, it was rushed into action to aid in the public execution of Avalanche members. Lightning attacks rapidly fill its stagger gauge. It's weak against lightning, and I've already filled out the entire battle log, so that's excellent. And this is what it looks like from all angles. It's kind of funny to hear this like calming and relaxing music while we examine the Airbuster, which is such a violent thing. And we do start this chapter out with a mini boss fight, so we need to get prepared for that. Let's take this opportunity. We will be getting a new weapon for Cloud in chapter 8, but until that time it actually makes more sense to use the Buster Sword. So let's go ahead and upgrade it. Down in the second upgrade core, I've got enough SP to upgrade Cloud's attack power by 8, which is pretty significant, so let's do that. The Buster Sword has a higher physical attack damage output than the Iron Blade, and we're going to need to exploit that in this chapter while we turn Aerith into the Black Mage. She's got an incredible magic attack power, as we'll soon learn. But Cloud's gonna have to take care of the first battle solo, so let's set up his materia. Thankfully he doesn't need much. ATB boost, chakra, assess, deadly dodge, and first strike, and then we got the Chocobo Chick summon materia. So we'll switch back to the Buster Sword. I'm going to equip the new titanium bangle onto his armor, and we'll give him the power wrist guards to further exploit his attack damage output. Finally, I'm going to go into the battle settings and add assess to Cloud's X command shortcut. Now we can interact with Aerith again.
And just when I had finished tending the flowers here, gotta start over. Just me, myself, and I.
Oh geez, what could you possibly be hinting at, Aerith?
I could stick around a bit.
Really? You will? In that case... Huh?
I'll see myself in. Thanks. And who are you?
He's my bodyguard. And a soldier. Pretty cool, huh?
Huh?
A soldier?
Ex-soldier.
Well, what do you know? You've got the eyes, at least.
You don't mind, do you? Bodyguard work's not too different from Merc stuff, right?
Huh?
I guessed. From the sword. Just do this for me, okay?
Fine, but it'll cost you. A lot.
A lot, huh? One date ought to do it.
Huh. Well, you're weird enough to be one. What class?
First.
If you're gonna bullshit me, at least try to make it believable.
Hey, watch the flowers!
You heard the lady.
I'll make this quick.
You better.
So we've got 3 security officers, including 1 elite. Perform a triple slash. Then we're going to raise our ATB back up by taking out the last elite security officer with some basic attacks. We've got a second wave coming with the same trio of enemies, and then we're going to have to face our new adversary, Reno himself. And as an added bonus, if we win the battle without stepping in Aerith's flowers, we can avoid a scolding from her. And with the ATB we've built up, we'll perform another triple slash and follow that up with a braver to finish off the last elite security officer. Now here comes Reno.
I hate doing cleanup, but I'm damn good at it!
So with Reno, we have to play a lot more defensively. I'm going to get up close to him, enter Punisher mode, and prepare for a counter attack that's going to pressure him. Then we can do a focused thrust to add pressure to the meter. Then I'll follow that up with some basic attacks in Punisher mode to add even more pressure. Back away to play defensively again, prepare for another counter strike, focused thrust again, and we've almost got him staggered. Stand back, enter Punisher mode again, hold L1 and prepare for another counter. Oh, and he randomly did not get pressured that time, so I can't get him staggered right away, but no worries. Okay, it looks like he's using his lightning orb attack, which we need to dodge out of the way of. Counter attack this. Now we've got him staggered. Beautiful. I'm going to do a braver. That is going to do a bunch of damage. And we've actually hit the damage cap for the first phase of the fight, so once he becomes unstaggered again, it's going to move on to phase 2. And we can sneak a little bit of overclocked damage in there while he's staggered. I'm also going to assess him while he's down before phase 2 begins.
Gonna make me work for it, huh? Well, lucky for you, tough guy. I'm a consummate professional! Figured this dance of ours could use a spark.
So Reno deploys these electric orbs, which are pretty tricky. I saved my ATB boost so that I could double my ATB and perform 2 triple slashes in a row, which are really effective against the electric orbs. That just leaves Reno to deal with, and we can kind of repeat the same phase that we were in before, where we played really defensively, prepare to do a counter attack when he attacks us, get him pressured, follow that up with a focused thrust, and we just keep filling his pressure meter until we get him staggered one final time. We'll perform one final braver and finish off the battle. And do watch out for the electric orbs because they'll stun you. Triple slash is perfect for slicing through multiple orbs and negating the stun effect. Perfect dodging, blocking, and countering, and Reno is a breeze.
You've got it all wrong, man. I just wanted to...
Cloud! No!
Huh?
Are they? Sir! Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Go get the girl.
Sir!
The hell?
Weird. They're not attacking.
Hey! Open it up!
Come on.
Over here!
So it looks like the weird ghost things are back, but they're not attacking us this time. Let's take a quick look at Reno in the enemy intel tab. An operative with the Turks unit of Shinra's General Affairs Division. Fast and extremely agile, he leaps into attack with his special Shinra-made security baton. Magic and lightning attacks have only a slight effect on his stagger gauge. He has no elemental weakness, and so far we've assessed and staggered him. He's looking pretty slick with his spiky red hair and ponytail and his unbuttoned blazer showing his chest. And it looks like the ghosts are actually holding back the guards to give us a chance to escape, but they're also blocking off this yellow materia, so we'll have to come back for that later. Let's follow Aerith up the stairs.
Nowhere to go but up.
So at this point, Cloud's pretty wrapped up in this ordeal with Aerith, and it looks like he has no choice but to delay his reunion with Avalanche.
Through the attic. Maybe we can get out that way.
Right. Through that hole.
They saved me.
Come on.
Our goal is to head up to the attic, but first I'm going to cut off course, head down the stairs, and grab a talisman in the first chest of the chapter. So there's 14 chests in total in Chapter 8, and we're going to be getting 7 of them in Part 1 in this episode right now. There's a lot to cover in Chapter 8, so I'm going to be dividing it into 4 parts.
I'll go first.
There's lots of cool secrets and side quests to check off for our 100% completion list in this chapter, so it should be pretty fun.
Come on.
Nothing! Up there!
Hey, no shooting!
Oh, man.
Hey! You okay?
Probably. Or maybe not.
If there's so much as a scratch on her, you're done.
Sir!
We bring her in one piece. What now? Run!
Move and I'll shoot!
Oh no, you won't.
But sir!
Could drop that.
Alright, so we need to head up onto the rafters so we can cut down the chandelier and knock down the guards below.
Okay.
This is a direct shout out to how you could knock down the guards in the original with barrels in the rafters. So it seems like Shinra's after this Aerith girl and they've sent in the special operative Turks to attempt to seize her. So we'll just follow the rafters around the corner to the chandelier here. It can be a little bit unwieldy to control if you're not used to it, but it's pretty simple. You just use the joystick and you can maneuver. We'll cut down the chandelier with triangle.
Run!
Okay.
And then we can continue following the rafters to the end. I'm not gonna lie, these guards are kind of pathetic. They are actively shooting at you though, so the longer you hang around, the more damage you're gonna take. You can see you take little bits of damage with each shot that they actually land, like 3 hits of damage there. You can't actually die from it, but you will be reduced to 1 HP, so you might as well do it as fast as possible.
Thank you.
Let's move.
And we're almost to the attic, just one more obstacle right here.
Cloud, give me a hand.
Pretty simple challenge, just hold down triangle. And once we get to the attic, we'll officially be out of reach of Shinra and the Turks. But that certainly won't be the last encounter we have with them. So we'll just head to the right, up the ladder, and we're home free.
They're in the attic. Should we pursue?
Leave him be.
But sir!
Partners got it. We are out. Beginner's luck.
Meanwhile, in the attic,
More of those things.
It's like they're guiding us.
Stay close.
So cool.
and if we head around to the left here, we can get to our second chest containing a package of smelling salts. And there's even barrels that reference the original barrels that you could drop on the guards from the original FF7 right there.
There.
Need to stay ahead of them.
Prep for exfil.
Or not.
It's a nice touch how you can see Reno and the guards limping away down below while you sneak up in the rafters. And those pesky ghosts are still flying around too. It might still be a little while before we understand the true nature of those things.
They gone?
Yeah, think so.
What are they?
I think. Actually, I don't know. Let's just go. Okay. Up for crossing the rooftops? See that pillar over there? There's a station right by it. Shall we mosey on over?
Let's.
This is an awesome reenactment of the original rooftop scene with Aerith. I cried the first time I played through this.
So, what's next for you?
A little bit of bodyguard work.
We're about to get a Moogle medal in our third
Right.
chest.
After that, it's back to the Sector 7 slums.
You know how to get there?
Yep.
Of course you do.
That suit from earlier. He was one of Shinra's Turks. What's a Turk want with you?
Dunno. Hey, don't Turks keep an eye out for potential soldiers and stuff?
They do more than just scout for candidates. Turks get called in to handle all kinds of situations, with extreme prejudice.
Professional bad guys. Gotta love 'em.
Back to my question. So what's he to you? Looked like you knew each other.
Maybe he thought I could be the greatest soldier yet.
Forget it.
You mad?
So we can see that Aerith is definitely a bit playful and mischievous, and she also has something to hide. She doesn't want to address why Shinra's after her, and it seemed like she may have known something about the ghosts.
I actually haven't traveled by rooftop before.
Be surprised if you had.
It's honestly kind of exciting.
Well, first time and all.
Such a beautiful and emotional rendition of Aerith's theme here as well. They hit you with all the nostalgia and feels, man.
Wait! Give me a moment.
Sigh, I guess we have to go wait for her. Nah, I'm only teasing. We're gonna learn soon enough that Aerith is pretty damn badass.
Don't just run off on your own.
Those the words of a soldier candidate?
So petty.
And at the top of the ladder, if we head up first, we're gonna get an ether in our fourth chest. And I love how I just ran ahead again right after Aerith gave us a hard time about it.
So, does no one live in these buildings?
Nope. No one to get mad if we make noise. Looks kinda rusty.
I'll go first. It's pretty old. Be careful.
Okay. Ugh.
Easy now.
You worry too much. I'm not some princess who needs to be coddled. Shit.
FF7 fans around the world were shocked and delighted to hear Aerith swear right there.
Whew. That was unexpected. Thank you, Cloud. Ah, there it is. The wall. You know, I thought about leaving once, but in the end, I couldn't.
Too dangerous?
Too much. A whole world bursting with life. Maybe more than I can handle, I think sometimes. Even now. People hate the steel sky, the slums, but I don't. How could I? All that passion, all those dreams, flowing and blending together into something greater.
That's a pretty beautiful way to perceive the city of Midgar and to romanticize the slums. It's pretty fun to pretend to be here in a video game without actually having to be here.
This time I'll go first. After all, I can't count on you to wait.
Sure about this?
See for yourself. Maybe I'll go on ahead and leave you all by your lonesome. Just,
Maybe you shouldn't talk.
Then you talk. Tell me a story.
Not for free.
Cheapskate, you're...
Ugh.
Gotcha.
You're killing me here.
Aerith is definitely more adept and skillful than she's leading Cloud to believe. I think she just likes the feeling of having a hero, even though she doesn't actually need one.
Here goes nothing. Woo!
That part's sweet, that would be pretty fun. And Aerith's dress would be filthy. She's definitely not a girly girl. Alright, and we're reaching the end of our rooftop adventure as Cloud jumps to the slum streets below.
You good?
Of course. My hero.
Never a dull moment with you.
That a compliment?
Not really.
Thanks anyway.
The sass on her. Aerith Gainsborough joined the party.
We're getting closer to the station. Even so, we'll probably run into a few monsters on the way. Huh. There's a face that screams, "So what?"
I fought scarier things in my sleep.
Nice, we got some battles coming up and a sick rendition of Underneath the Rotting Pizza. Let's optimize Cloud and Aerith for combat. Aerith comes standard with the prayer and refocus materias, which are going to come in handy later, but we don't need them right now. So Cloud's got fire, lightning, assess, poison, wind. Aerith has ice, revival, ATB boost, and first strike. I also gave her Ifrit since equipping it does give you some stat boosts. So we'll upgrade Aerith's new guard stick weapon right away. We've got 2 cores to start out with. First core, we got magic attack power, defense, magic defense, max HP, and max MP. I'm definitely going to be going for magic attack power plus 12. That's going to be huge for us. Enhancing Aerith's black mage abilities. Let's also give her some extra MP so that she can use more of that magic. And in the first subcore, we've got attack damage, tempest damage, physical damage reduction, magic damage reduction, and a new materia slot. We definitely want to grab that new materia slot, and I think I'll save the rest of my SP for when we unlock the second subcore and we can do more upgrades for her. And since we just got that new materia slot for Aerith, let's also give her the magic up materia, extending her magic attack power even further, and then we'll just switch those so that it looks a little bit nicer. Her weapon is the guard stick, a vintage and well cared for staff, also happens to be eco-friendly. And her mithril armlet is made from specially refined mithril infused with magic repelling properties. Finally, we'll equip Aerith with the earrings to push her magic attack even further. In the battle settings, I'm just going to switch her shortcuts for the arcane ward and soul drain abilities. I just prefer them in those locations, and we'll also add blizzard to her X command. Now we can Take a look at her new materia. Refocus allows you to use the refocus limit break. Can only be used once per battle. We're going to learn more about that later on. And prayer allows you to restore the party's HP with pray. The benefit is that it doesn't cost any MP, but it does cost 2 ATB charges. Here's our first battle with Aerith. Aerith possesses both powerful offensive and support spells and is effective in multiple roles. Hold down square to deliver a continuous stream of magic attacks. These combo attacks can target multiple enemies over a wide area. With Aerith, I'm going to use ATB boost followed by Arcane Ward. We need to use that to gain that ability. Switching to Cloud, I'm going to fill up an ATB charge so that I can run an assessment on this new enemy type, the Hedgehog Pie. Then I can switch back to Aerith, and with her remaining ATB charge, we'll just use Blizzard to exploit its weakness and stagger it as we kill it.
Someone looks like they're in their element.
Just up ahead, we've got another Hedgehog Pie and 2 Were-Rats. I haven't been able to stagger a Were-Rat without killing it so far, but these ones are a little bit stronger, so I should be able to get it done here. The trick is to hit the Were-Rat with the latter part of Cloud's combo so that I can pressure it without doing too much damage. Okay, I botched that a little bit, but let's do a focused thrust, and nice, I got the stagger. We'll switch back to Aerith. As Aerith, you can hold down triangle to focus your magical energies and release it to unleash Tempest, a powerful magic attack. The potency of Tempest depends on how much magical energy Aerith has stored up. Depending on the situation, you may want to store small amounts of energy and release spells in low-powered bursts, or bide your time and unleash a particularly devastating blast of magic. So we're going to use ATB boost, Arcane Ward, and then Blizzard again with Aerith. Arcane Ward is incredibly OP. It creates a field in which a spellcaster can cast 2 spells for the cost of 1. There is a minuscule MP charge for the second cast, but it's negligible. And we'll just finish off that last Were-Rat with Cloud. We got some boxes here.
Do you?
Compared to you? No. Training grounds, barracks, battlefields. That's the world I know.
You sound proud of that.
Okay, let's take a quick break and investigate our enemy intel. We have a new entry in the Hedgehog Pie. So yeah, the Hedgehog Pie, mischievous creatures found throughout the slums. They first came to Midgar in search of food and have proliferated since. They attack by charging into foes with the spines on their backs and by casting spells. Ice attacks rapidly fill their stagger gauge. Knocking them off balance causes them to rampage, making them harder to stagger. They're weak against ice, and we've managed to assess, stagger, and exploit its weakness already. Nasty looking little gremlin creatures, and they know black magic, so definitely dangerous foes. Nothing Cloud and Aerith can't handle though. And I also just want to confirm that we did in fact stagger the Were-Rat. Beautiful. I'm going to take a quick peek at Aerith's weapon so we can see that she did gain proficiency on her Arcane Ward ability. I can't stress enough, you're going to want to use Arcane Ward all the time when using magic attacks. Aerith's Black Mage setup is insane.
Stations there.
I can see that.
Oh? Thought the world you knew didn't include stations.
Ha ha.
Sick, we just got a Moogle medal in those boxes back there, and we're about to get 500 gil in our 5th chest.
We poured so much of our blood and sweat into building that reactor. And now,
I can't believe this is happening.
If you would all just please calm down.
hey, what the hell's going on?
Come on. There's no need to shout.
Popular place.
Yeah, well, it's got a good view of the reactor.
Everyone's mesmerized by the reactor that just blew up at the hands of Cloud and Avalanche, and secretly Shinra.
It's on fire!
Ain't a show.
They know that. They're worried.
Oh, didn't expect to see you here.
Here's our 500 gil, and we'll just accompany Aerith while she talks to some civilians.
On your way home from the church?
That's right.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Did any debris hit the church?
Not debris. No.
That's something at least, but you may not be so lucky next time.
It's true debris did not hit the church, but Cloud crashed through it instead.
Hey, you know a way to get topside other than the train?
Sorry. Can't say I do.
Figured as much. That goddamn pain in the ass.
So there's not too much to do here at the Sector 5 train station. We do have a vending machine right here, but I'm going to avoid that for now because I want to trigger a cutscene first.
Huh?
Wait.
Deck is all clear!
Rope's good! Go!
Form up! Let's go!
Another Turk.
A real man on a mission.
On the hunt, more like.
For me or you?
Don't know. Don't care.
Then, let's stick to the back streets? Ah. There will be monsters.
Better than Shinra.
Now before we hit the back streets, we're just going to head back to the vending machine. There's a new music disc for sale here. It's Kate Sith's theme done in a fusion jazz arrangement. I'm definitely a big fan of this arrangement and the improvisations on it, and if you're new to the franchise, Kate Sith is one of the party members that joins our team later on down the road. So we'll heal up on the bench and then we can have a listen. This is a long one, but the track is so badass I didn't want to cut it up. Oh yeah, and I finally found higher quality versions of all the jukebox music online, so from here on out we should have a better listening experience. Alright, Cloud and I got our fix of jazz and we're ready to keep moving. First I need to change up some materia. I'll just flip through it quickly this time, but you can pause the video if you want to get a closer look at what I've done. Cloud's going to take the lead for now, so he's got first strike and ATB boost, and I loaded Aerith up with all the green magic materia so that I can continue to level up. I also realized that I might as well use the rest of Aerith's SP right now because she's going to be getting another weapon very soon. So I increased her magic defense and her attack damage percentage, both of which will help with magical enemies like the hedgehog pies. I'm also applying Thundara to her X shortcut. We're going to need that in an upcoming battle. Lastly, let's take a look at Kate's Sith theme in the inventory, a disc containing a jazzy song. So what has Cloud got himself into this time? Instead of preparing for the next mission with Avalanche in Sector 7, he's now escorting this random flower girl home and protecting her from Shinra forces.
There's a Shinra dump site up ahead. Not the kind of place anyone would ever choose to hang around in.
But a great place to lay low.
Nothing in those boxes. We got a group of were-rats up ahead. Just perform a simple triple slash and that should take care of them.
No telling where they'll come from.
Monsters instinctively target weaker prey.
You'd better watch out then, Cloud.
Next, we've got 3 Gorgers. They're a little bit stronger. Perform another triple slash, then switch over to Aerith to finish the job. Bada bing, you know what I mean?
That way's a dead end. They were doing some construction, but quit halfway.
It may be a dead end, but we got some boxes down here, so we're going to veer off course and see if we can get some Moogle medals. I've been pretty lucky on the Moogle medals so far this chapter, actually. Okay, none there, but a handful of potions and some more MP. That never hurts. And that area will be host to a fight later on in the chapter, so we'll be back. They really nailed this adaptation of Underneath the Rotting Pizza. It gives off the same feeling as the original, but there's some fresh new elements in it as well.
Over here. That didn't work. Maybe it's broken? Pretty sure this path we're on loops around too, so...
Dang, I spoke too soon. Looks like we're getting some bad box RNG now.
Wonder if we can move this.
Hold triangle to push this shipping container out of the way, and the gate that we just tried to open unlocked a discovery quest called The Gate Won't Open.
I knew it.
From here we'll be able to loop around to the other side of the gate very soon and finish off the discovery quest. So we've got 3 hedgehog pie enemies coming up at the bottom of the ramp down here, and there's a few ways you can approach this, but with Cloud as the leader and his first strike materia equipped, we can simply use a triple slash, switch over to Aerith, then finish off the last of their HP with her ranged staff attack. After the battle we can get some boxes over here on the left.
Must have been a new breed.
How do you figure?
Because they went for the stronger prey.
The correct direction here is left, so naturally we want to go right first and pick up the secret. So we'll head up the ladder, then we can monkey bar our way across these beams to the 6th chest of the chapter containing a colliginous bracelet. Finding secret chests off the beaten path in Zelda and Final Fantasy games is honestly one of my favorite things to do. I guess it's the completionist in me. Alright, perfect. So we got our colliginous bracelet. We'll drop back down here, and then we can head up the ladder again, and this time we'll go left, which is the correct direction. Number 1 rule in adventure games and RPGs, always go the wrong way first so you can collect all the treasure. Well, that's just my style anyways. I like to get everything unless I'm speedrunning. I'm going to pause here for a sec because I want to examine a couple things in the menu. Let's check out our new colliginous bracelet, a bracelet manufactured by Shinra designed for efficient materia usage. Let's get that equipped, and then that gives us an extra materia slot to play with, so I gave Cloud Assess because we have a new enemy coming up very soon. And we're slowly making progress through the Sector 5 backstreets back to Aerith's house.
There, check it out. The heart of the slums.
Still a fair ways off.
Well, we did take a detour. Getting tired?
Nah.
Me, I'm feeling a bit hungry. How about you?
Amazed.
You're in for a treat when we make it back.
Don't have time for that.
You'll want to make time for my mom's cooking. And that's the final word on it. We'll get home quick and eat ourselves stupid.
Alright, so it looks like Aerith is determined to sidetrack Cloud with food now. So we're coming up on the last stretch of the slum backstreets. We've only got a couple battles left, and one of them can be a bit tricky if you don't have the right strategy, but thankfully I've got a plan. That'll be the last battle, but we've got a more basic fight here first. We got a couple Gorgers and a hedgehog pie up here, so we're just going to utilize the same technique, triple slash with Cloud, switch to Aerith, and finish them off with her ranged staff attacks. Nice, Cloud's helping out too. Whoa, and he flew up onto that machine. Around the corner on the left, we've got our 7th and final chest of the episode. This one's really easy to miss. You can run right past it, so make sure you look, and then just cross the beams to grab a remedy from our 7th chest. And again, the remedy can cure almost any status ailment, so it's a really useful item. Okay, and we can head back across the beams. Like I said before, that's going to do it for the chests in this episode. There are 7 more chests in the chapter, but we're going to be waiting until the next episode to grab those. Similarly, there's also 4 more music discs to collect, but we'll be getting those in the subsequent parts of the chapter as well. Some boxes amongst these discarded mech suits, which looks strikingly similar to some mechs in the original Final Fantasy VII. There's a secret up the staircase to the right, but we can't get that until way later in the game, so we're going to avoid it for now. Hold down triangle to open up the gate, and we're about to encounter a new enemy called the Smogger. I just got to take a quick optimization break. I need to switch First Strike and ATB Boost over to Aerith so that she can unleash a devastating combo on the Smogger. We're going to start out by building Cloud's ATB since he no longer has the First Strike materia equipped. Once he's got a full charge, we'll run an assessment on the new enemy and I'll switch over to Aerith. She's going to use ATB Boost and then I want to back up to get out of the way of the Smogger. With her first ATB charge, we'll cast Arcane Ward so that she can perform double Thundara with her second ATB charge and finish the Smogger off in one hit. Like I said, devastating. These things are usually really tricky at this stage in the game. They'll sometimes perform a self-destruct protocol, so make sure you avoid that blast. You'll otherwise take significant damage. Alright, we can check out the Smogger in the enemy intel tab. If I can find it, that is. There it is. And I still need to get it staggered, so we'll work on that in the next encounter. Smogger, an autonomous robot discarded by Shinra. As part of its self-repair protocol, it used nearby scrap material to put itself back together. It also intermittently emits smog. Hitting it while it's using Haywire Haze makes it susceptible to staggering. Lightning attacks will rapidly fill its stagger gauge. It's weak to lightning, and we've assessed and exploited its weakness so far. Look at this freak. It's such a cool concept that it's a discarded piece of artificial intelligence that just put itself back together with random pieces of scrap metal that it found. That's how fucked Shinra is. They don't even care that they left this super dangerous thing behind just roaming around in the slums. And at the top of the ladder we get to the other side of the gate that was jammed before.
That door that was stuck. Maybe it opens from this side?
Open it with triangle and that will complete the discovery quest, plus give us a new shortcut to get through the slums. I actually didn't find this on my first playthrough and I wasn't able to complete the quest, so that pissed me off. Ultimately, I was able to do it on my New Game Plus save file, so it wasn't a big deal in the end. But we might as well do it now since we're here. And speaking of locked gates, this gate is locked as well.
Don't think it'll open. What to do? That gate just doesn't want to open, does it? Maybe there's a way to get over it? For you at least.
So this is like a little mini puzzle. It's pretty simple to figure out. There's a couple ladders you can climb and explore. If we go up this ladder, we can push another shipping container, which then forms a sort of bridge that we can cross from the other ladder that we can climb up. That container is good and wedged in there, so we can head back down the ladder and then over to the left where Aerith is and up this second ladder. So we'll climb this, and on the landing there's another ladder. Once we get to the top, there's more monkey bars to cross. And you'll see momentarily why it was so important for us to push that shipping container in. Basically, as we're crossing these beams, they start to collapse so we can jump down onto the container that we just pushed, and then we can carry on the next set of beams all the way to the other side. Once we open up the gate for Aerith, that's our last obstacle and we're home free, and then we can get into the Sector 5 slums where she lives. Down the ladder and we're through. I'm almost tempted to leave Aerith behind. Okay, fine, I won't. Hold down triangle and we'll open up the gate for her.
Thanks, Cloud. I knew you'd find a way. Guess we're home free.
No need for thanks. I'd rather get paid.
You're getting paid right now. Huh?
Oh.
I guess she's trying to say that she's paying Cloud with her company. Man, this girl's annoying. Can't wait to get back to Avalanche. Some boxes. Sick, another Moogle medal.
Should be able to relax a little now.
Don't forget about the Turks. Could come at us any time. Keep an eye out.
Just want to go to bed.
And you can see the big number 5 posted up on the debris. This is the entrance to the Sector 5 Slums Township.
What are they watching?
Hey!
Warning, there's an incoming simultaneous conversation that's kind of annoying and can't be avoided, unfortunately.
I'm standing inside the gutted shell of Mako Reactor 5.
They're working for Wutai, isn't it obvious?
Smoke rising from the rubble.
Using spies
While
so they don't
fallen
have to
beams and
break
other
the
debris continue to hinder rescue efforts, the fires appear to have been mostly extinguished.
So if we help catch the bombers,
over there.
we get a reward or
That's the
something?
director of Shinra's Advanced Weaponry Division, isn't it?
Hey,
Excuse me,
enough
ma'am,
of that doom
but would
and
you mind
gloom.
answering a few questions?
But we're safe down here, right?
They're targeting
Can you give us any updates on the
no
status of the
reason for them
reactor?
to attack the slums.
What kind of damage did it suffer in the
when are the
explosion?
trains gonna
Are we in
start
any
up
danger?
Mako Reactor 5 has been temporarily shut down, and all fires have been successfully extinguished. The situation is under control, and the people of our fair city need not worry about any additional complications. We're in the process of conducting a full forensic investigation, but we suspect the device used was similar to that employed in the attack on Mako Reactor 1. The perpetrators of that atrocity were filmed making their escape. These agents of the eco-terrorist group Avalanche are currently believed to be in hiding somewhere in Midgar.
And given that this group has now attacked 2 reactors in quick succession, can they really be stopped before they strike again?
What do you think? Have no fear. Shinra will keep Midgar safe.
Okay, time's up!
All right, let's go.
So that was our first introduction to the character Scarlet. She's a pretty evil woman who works for Shinra. She doesn't have a huge role in part 1 of the remake, but we'll learn more about her later. Here's the famous 5th cafe.
Oh, what timing! Mind lending me a hand?
Place is really hopping, huh?
Nice side effect of the train situation. So, what do you say?
I'd love to, but...
This is Aerith's hometown, so she obviously knows all the locals and does a lot of community service around town.
I help out every now and then. It's fun.
Aerith!
Well, well. What are you doing all the way up there?
Was trying to get a look at the reactor. Who's this guy?
This is Cloud. He's a mercenary. And currently my bodyguard. That's Oates.
See you.
2 peas in a pod.
Oates is a little bit awkward at first, but we're going to get to know him during this chapter. He provides some side quests for us once things start to open up a little bit. And we've got some more kids to deal with up here.
Aerith! So, what are you guys up to?
We all went to see the reactor.
Oh, that's right. You're supposed to come by the house.
What for?
I don't know. You're just supposed to.
Well, guess we have a new destination. I should probably explain. The Leaf House is the local orphanage. That's where all these kids live.
Hey, Aerith, where'd you go?
The church again? Next time, we should all go together.
Why, hello, Aerith. As popular as ever, I see.
Apparently, but they sure keep me on my toes.
Better than being bedridden. Thanks again for all those herbs. You've helped a lot of people.
No problem. Anytime.
How'd you manage to find so many anyway?
Oh, I have my ways.
And him?
He's my bodyguard, just until I get home.
And you're sure he's up to it?
Maybe.
Of course I am, buddy.
Since I'm so generous, I gather medicinal herbs for his patients sometimes.
I'm studying
Here's the Leaf
so
House.
I can read a ton of books.
So as we can see, Aerith is pretty popular in the town.
There you are.
We're back, and we brought Aerith with us.
Sorry to make you come out here.
Don't be. It's on my way home.
Well then, I hope you won't mind me asking for some flowers.
No problem. How many?
All you can carry. What with all the doom and gloom we've been hearing on the news recently, I thought some flowers might help cheer everyone up.
I'm sure they will, and I'd love to help.
Let's all wash up before our meal.
So we've just about reached Aerith's house, and when we get there, that's going to have to be it for today's episode. Day 1 of Chapter 8 was pretty linear, but moving into the next parts of the chapter, we're going to have a lot more to do in terms of side quests, treasure hunts, and visiting shops. We'll have a lot of collectibles to cross off the list.
So, Cloud, what's your favorite flower?
They're all the same to me.
Huh. You sure you want to say that to a florist?
Better than lying.
Okay. Then what'd you do with the flower I gave you?
You
give it away?
I did.
Ooh, to who? Tell me.
Don't recall. What?
Thought you didn't like lying. Well, anyway.
Ooh, busted. If you guys remember, Cloud gives the flower to Tifa at the beginning of Chapter 3. He's trying to play all these girls, man. He's got Tifa, Jessie, and now Aerith. Actually, scratch that. Cloud's more concerned about the next mission and getting paid.
My house is just up this path. Mom should be home by now, so I'll introduce you.
Aerith does seem to like to flirt a lot with Cloud, though, so it seems like she might be into him. I mean, come on, she's already bringing him home to her mom. At this rate, will we ever get back to Sector 7?
There you go. That's my house.
It's amazing.
It's so nostalgic and beautiful here. No wonder she doesn't mind living in the slums. I wouldn't either if this was my house and my private garden and my private stream and waterfall.
Come on. I'm home.
Hey, baby. Been up to no good? Rude came by.
So, this is my mom, Elmira. And this is Cloud, my bodyguard.
Hi.
Take good care of her?
That's my job. Or was my job.
Yep, thanks. So, Cloud, you gonna head back to Sector 7?
Yeah.
Then I'll show you the way.
Then why'd you have me bring you here? What if the Turks show up again?
It'd suck, but I've dealt with them before. Honestly, I'm much more worried about you. What if you get lost, huh? You'd be too embarrassed to admit it, and so you'd just keep on going.
Quit acting like you know me.
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna go take Cloud over to Sector 7, okay?
Okay. But why not wait until tomorrow? If you head out now, it'll be dark when you get back. Better to rest up here and make the trip first thing in the morning, when you'll have daylight to spare.
That's true. She's got a point, Cloud.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, I still need to deliver some flowers to the Leaf House. Since we have a little time before dinner, you should come with.
That wasn't the deal.
You mean you want more? Even though you've got a priceless reward coming your way? Do you know what I promised him?
I'll do it.
I'll go grab the baskets. Be right back.
That Aerith. She's a handful, isn't she?
So we've met Aerith's mother. This is where we're going to stop for today. We're going to head up to the veranda and have a little nap. Aerith is in her bedroom on this floor looking for some flower baskets so that we can collect flowers to bring to the Leaf House. But we're going to save that for day 2, and we'll keep climbing all the way to the top floor and head out onto the porch. I couldn't think of a more beautiful location to end the episode and have Cloud wait out the duration until the next one. Well guys, that's going to be it for me for day 1, chapter 8. Please drop a like if you enjoyed and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. We're going to hang out and listen to the rest of this beautiful rendition of Aerith's theme before I fade out. This music hits hard for me, man. It's really emotional, especially when you know the full story. Alright guys, Kilson out. I'll catch you in day 2 very soon.